Now on display at Washington's National Gallery, an exhibit framing centuries of the Black experience through the works of artists past and present. With Rita Braver, we pay a visit.
We're looking at works by an array of artists across the Atlantic, from Africa, the Americas, and the Caribbean and Europe, from the 17th to the 21st centuries.
Curator Kenitra Fletcher helped organize Afro-Atlantic Histories, the most comprehensive look at the interplay of art between Africa and the Americas ever displayed at the National Gallery of Art in Washington. Is there an overall point that this exhibit makes?
Yes, I think it shows us how integral Black cultures are to the development of Western civilization, of the modern world.
The exhibit, which started in Sao Paulo, Brazil, is considered so significant that Vice President Kamala Harris stopped by for a viewing.
So this is world history, and it is American history. And for many of us, it is also family history.
The first works in this show focus on some of the cruelest aspects of slavery, like this photo from 1863, or this 2009 etching by United States artist Carol Walker, depicting a slave wearing a brutal restraining apparatus. There are portraits of important figures like Joseph Sinkay, who led the 1839 revolt on the Spanish slave ship Amistad, and abolitionist Harriet Tubman. This 1936 work by Aaron Douglas, a leading painter of the Harlem Renaissance, illustrates both the agony of Africans being marched into slavery and the everlasting dream of freedom.
You have this Black man in the center, the central figure who's looking upwards.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Towards the red star, which is ostensibly the North Star.
There are also works that celebrate the joys of everyday life, including these by Brazilian artist Maria Auxiliadora and Horace Pippin of the U.S.
It's showing us that the African diaspora is not just a story about slavery, that there is more to the Black experience.
What you're seeing is a portrait of Empress Akweke.
Dinga McCannon painted this picture of one of her friends in 1975. Was her name really Empress, or do you paint her as an empress?
Well, her name was Akweke Singho, and she gave herself the title Empress. She had opinions, and she had no shame in letting people understand where she was coming from. And she carried herself as an empress.
For McCannon, there is special significance in having a work in the same show as one of her teachers, noted U.S. painter Jacob Lawrence. What's that like for you?
Incredible. I wish he was still alive so I can give him a big hug.
The exhibit looks forward as well as back, with images that celebrate exuberance and beauty, but also reflect continuing struggle and activism. One of the most dramatic works is this photographic self-portrait by non-binary South African artist Zanele Mholi, who used steel wool pads to form the crown. Do you think it's deliberately meant to reflect the Statue of Liberty?
I do. I think that they were thinking about these symbols of nationhood and who gets to occupy them.
Why'd you make it so big?
To have the impact that you see
That
on the
it
walls
has.
today.
And for artist Dinga McCannon, there is meaning in the very fact that this exhibit is on view at the museum that was designed to be the nation's showcase for art.
Something that's been a long time coming. Finally, we're here. And it's great because now our audiences can expand, so they'll see a beautiful story of African Americans in America.